Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Power Selling Podcast. I'm your host, Danna Crawford, the Power Selling Mom. And again, I'm excited to bring you today's episode. It is a special episode as we are learning about a company called ParcelPath. And they help small business thrive by making door-to-door package delivery simple, reliable, and affordable. I am really happy to introduce to you Tucker Lemm. He is one of the founders of ParcelPath. So just to give you an insight, ParcelPath is not just in the business of shipping packages. They're in the business of pushing boundaries and harnessing cutting-edge technology to make shipping more accessible and efficient for small companies and individuals alike. They have a passion for innovation. Innovation is more than just a buzzword, it's a way of life, as Tucker states. He believes that embracing new technology is the key to unlocking limitless possibilities, whether it's streamlining logistics operations or creating user-friendly shipping solution. He is committed to driving innovation that benefits everyone in the supply chain. He is especially about empowering small businesses. Small businesses are the backbone of our economy, and he is deeply passionate about empowering them to thrive in an increasingly digital world. ParcelPath is more than a company. It's a platform for growth, providing small companies with the tools they need to compete and succeed in a global marketplace. It actually makes shipping simple. I know this firsthand as I've been using them. ParcelPath is all about making shipping as easy as a few clicks. He's dedicated to simplifying the complex world of logistics and giving individuals the confidence to send and receive packages hassle-free. Because no matter who you are shipping should be straightforward. So join me on this incredible journey learning about ParcelPath, where technology meets passion and small businesses and individuals gain the support they deserve. All right, Tucker, welcome to the show. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Tucker Lemm, and I am the CEO of ParcelPath. We're located in Lake Oswego, Oregon. That's where our headquarters are. I live here with my wife and my three children, one just a freshman in college.
Nice.
I've been in shipping for over 15 years, so originally uh, kind of on the medical side of shipping, but we started ParcelPath in 2020. That was kind of the origination.
2020?
Yeah, so in
Nice.
2020, little backstory. So before ParcelPath, myself and my co-founder were two of the four founders of Pirate Ship. So that was in 2013. And then they kind of moved more towards USPS, and we were more on the priority side, seeing as how we came from medical and everything was more priority based shipping for medical supply companies, and so
Okay.
our relationship was stronger with the UPS and FedEx.
Okay,
So
so in one sentence, what is ParcelPath and who gets the most value from it today?
so in one sentence, I would say a discounted shipping platform for small businesses and households.
Okay.
And that's kind of, that's been first and foremost, we want to level the playing field for small business. And we can do that without charging a monthly subscription. So that's what we wanted to do. And then likewise, we ship for a lot of birthdays and Christmases as well. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
great. I know that's another reason why I like to use it so that I can ship things to my son in addition to my sales from eBay. So for me, it's beneficial for sure. And you advertise deep UPS, USPS discounts with a zero subscription. So how in the heck do you make money while staying free for users?
Yeah, so we get paid just the same way that our competitors get paid.
Okay.
And that is we get paid quarterly based on all of the volume that we put through from all of our clients. So with both UPS and USPS, they look at our quarterly volume and then we are paid a rebate, essentially a percentage off of the total volume. Kind of the differentiator is that we have decided that we're not going to charge a monthly or a per label fee. So, like my competitors, they get paid the exact same way quarterly by the carriers, but they've decided to also, include a monthly subscription and or have minimums. So that's kind of we're a little bit disruptive in that way. Yeah, we were going for just a frictionless kind of transaction. No reason to not, see what the rates are. If it's free, then you have that opportunity.
Sure. So walk us through a brand new merchant's first label flow. We got sign up, connect a store to pull orders, or create a one-off rate shop, USPS,
Yeah.
UPS, print, schedule a pickup. How fast is it from zero to ship?
So it's really fast. So we have videos to walk people through just about
Okay.
any aspect. So if they're connecting a store, we've created a video for it. I think
Okay.
it works best because then they can walk themselves through, go back, see something. But typical integration is setting that up takes less than 3 minutes. So they sign up. Obviously, if they have a store, they connect their store. Really interesting is, a lot of times you have a need for standalone, and then you
Sure.
also have you're getting email orders or you have wholesale orders. And so, we didn't want to build it where everything was orders based. Like we
Okay.
wanted like create a shipment so that people see like I can go in there and even without having an order to pull in, I can just use this as like a standalone shipping platform. So to answer your question, the whole process, you're up and shipping within, even if you're connecting multiple stores within 10 minutes.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
great. But for sellers and individuals and households without a printer, explain your label broker. I love that term, label broker,
Yeah, yeah.
USPS. Yeah.
So what we found is that just under 40% of households are without a printer. So
Wow.
that's a big number. And with the price of ink, like, people are trying to save everywhere that they can.
Sure.
And so a lot of households just where we may have had, I'm the prime example. Like we had a printer forever. And I think for the last 2 years, we haven't just because we can scan
Wow.
something on our phone or we can actually sign stuff on our phone. So the label broker is what the program is called with USPS. So at the majority of post offices, they have a kiosk. So you get a QR code rather than printing out a label. And you can scan that QR code at the post office kiosk and it prints a label for free. And
Wow.
then at USPS, it's called mobile barcode. So they give you a barcode and any UPS store will print your label for free. So you can use our discounts and just rather than printing off the label, you just walk in with your phone, they scan it, and they'll print off the label. Yeah,
A lot of people that sell just from their phone. They don't even have a computer.
absolutely. There's a lot of business owners running good sized companies just from their phone. So,
Amazing.
and I think we're right now, one of the only companies that's doing that on the UPS side. People are familiar with the Amazon returns. So it's a similar process, except we're
Okay.
actually originating the shipping label. So
Okay, so to change it up a little bit, I know insurance matters. So how does ship insurance work, options work, and what does it cost, and how do claims get handled?
yeah, so we work with Shipsurance.
Okay,
That's a company that we work with, and we've worked with several over the years. But what's most important to our clients is making sure that the money is gone for as little amount of time as possible. So we've really kind of based everything on how quickly, they can be reimbursed. And the timelines with other insurance providers just they're getting out there. I mean, some people tell me month and a half until they were paid back on an item. Um, And one thing I will say there is we do have a porch piracy coverage.
Okay.
So that was something we fought pretty
Wow.
hard to get. But the claims process, really simple, all flows through ParcelPath. So filing a claim is directly on our platform. And
Nice.
then the communication with Shipsurance, it originates on our platform, but then is taken off platform. And so you'll see the final result, but there is some back and forth with Shipsurance. We charge 60 cents per hundred. So we're using insurance as, I wouldn't call it a loss leader, but we're definitely not using it as a profit center.
Sure.
Our goal again is to level the playing field, make
Yeah.
shipping and ensuring your shipment affordable.
Yes,
So
I know I appreciate that personally. I know how expensive insurance can get, especially when you're selling $1,000 items that need to be insured.
yeah.
Especially now tell me did you say parcel pirates? Porch
Oh, porch
pirates?
piracy. So people stealing off of your front porch.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Last Christmas, I know it was a huge issue. Lots of porch piracy. You know, your package is delivered, you see the picture of it, and then get home and there's nothing there. So the caveat there is that in order to be covered for that, you can't have a descript box. And I always use these examples, but like a Nike or an Apple box, that's
Okay.
kind of gives people an understanding. If you're shipping something and it's in a brown box that, you know, doesn't have huge labels across the front, then the coverage works.
So small parcel versus LTL. So explain the difference and how PalletPath is helping small businesses save when it comes to palletized shipping.
Yeah, so when we looked at this segment of the market that we really wanted to go after, there was palletized shipping was important. Because
Sure.
lots of small businesses, and we're talking to them all the time, is that they don't have a massive need for less than truckload or LTL, but they do have a need, right? So let's say that even 5 shipments a year, either they're getting a new piece of equipment in, or they're shipping a wholesale order, or they have, you know, they just like they're bringing in box supplies, or anytime they need to ship and use a pallet, they don't have enough shipping volume to go out and get good rates.
Right.
So they're typically, you know, they're 5 shipments a year. You can't go to an LTL broker and say like, oh, you should give me a great deal because I'm going to ship 4 more, you know, with you this year.
Yeah.
So you kind of set yourself up to get not taken advantage of. I don't want to say that, but you're just not in a position to get the best rate. Essentially, what we did, we're just about to 37,000 clients on our platform right now, and we leveraged that shipping volume to go out and negotiate contracted rates. And we originally started with around 40. They had to be nationwide, less than truckload shippers,
Hmm.
and we've narrowed that down to around 22.
Okay.
And we've done that based on just the level of communication that you need with LTL shipping. It's a lot of hand holding, and it's a can be a large amount of product that's making its way across the country. So business owners, you know, there has to be a level of communication there, and so we'll build that number back up, but we have like a pretty strict kind of compliance, communication compliance with our customer support agents on that side. We have 13 people that handle that. And then that allows us to communicate well with our customers.
Well, I can see that really for our listeners opening up the door of opportunity to sell bigger and heavier items because I know how challenging personally I sold an outboard motor. I didn't know a thing about pallet shipping and it's not fun if you don't, if you can't figure it out. It's confusing.
Yeah, it has you know, NMFC codes, or is it weight based? It kind of was a learning curve for us as well.
Well, I'm glad you offer it.
Well, it opens up the ability also to wholesale, because
That's right.
a lot of merchants, you know, they want to establish wholesale relationships. And so
Okay.
this is kind of an initial step.
So what would you say are the top industries you see taking advantage of ParcelPath?
So it's been interesting coming out of COVID. So COVID kind of brought on like a lot. There was a lot of DIY, like just around everything. People doing projects at home. Some of the bigger industries we've seen are farm to table. We ship for a
Okay.
lot of perishable companies just
Oh,
because they
wow.
have to ship priority. And so, yeah, and now starting to see more US manufacturing companies. But I would say anything that has to do with kind of like home convenience, and
Okay.
especially even people like kind of from the farmers markets out too. We work with a lot of local sellers that are trying to establish a bigger footprint. So
Nice.
it's a
Very
good
good.
segment of the market to see growing.
So how should sellers take advantage of the best shipping rates and make sure that they're not overpaying right now?
Um, I would say it's just comparison shopping, right? Like
Okay.
you literally. I talk to people all the time, and well, here's what I'll say. To start with, they need to think of shipping sooner rather than later. So
Okay.
people, entrepreneurs, right? They have this idea, this cool idea that's going to go out and change the world. I would say to step back from that excitement and think about your shipping, right? First, like think about what is this package size? What is this priority level? And then if you already have established, your established kind of packages, like re-look at that and go in and
Okay.
just test, say like, okay, what is 1 unit? What is 2 units? What is 3 units? Can I sell 3 units at a time or should I sell two based on your box sizes and the
Okay.
cost to ship? Because I think a lot of times you kind of get into this place where you're like, God, the shipping is just killing me. You know, I
Yeah.
talk to people all the time. They're like, we're just getting killed on shipping. And I'm like, well, what size is what's your item size? And can you, let's like work backwards and kind of reverse engineer and start with shipping and then, figure it out that way. And you end up adding a ton of margin. The other thing that I would say, and this is really big, if you live close to a large metropolitan area, like focus your marketing. Like there's no reason to sell in California if you live in Florida and you have, you know, three massive cities within the state. Like let's focus our marketing there and
Okay.
uh and then work our way kind of across the country as our shipping gets more expensive.
Okay. Yeah,
I think
that
those
that
are.
makes sense. I know for me personally, all I had to do was open up my shipping label on eBay and then open up my shipping label on ParcelPath and then right there there was a savings right in my face.
Yeah, I think that, that's the other thing is just be, look around, like make sure that you're getting the best deal. Yeah, I will say what we're called with UPS as a digital access partner. And then with USPS, we're called a connect partner, but
Okay.
essentially digital access and connect mean the same thing is that we're building the integrations out with all of these different either website builders or shopping cart platforms.
Okay.
And so I can tell you that as a DAP partner, we're getting the very best rates unless you're shipping enough to go out and negotiate your own rates, you're getting the very best rate that you can with
That's
ParcelPath.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Are you going to start making your own tape, shipping tape?
We've thought about it. Like we actually have some ideas around label printers.
Sure.
It's kind of
Okay.
one of the ideas that we're throwing around just because it's a necessity.
Yeah,
I just think thermal printers are the way to go.
I know. I have two of them.
Do you? Yeah. Well,
Yeah, they're nice.
they used to be like $500. Now they're a lot more
Couple
cost.
hundred. Yeah, they
Yeah.
used to be.
Yeah.
But this has been great, Tucker. I really appreciate it. So what are some final tips you can give to people who are currently ship or are looking to start a company that ships?
Yeah, I would go back and just hark on the fact of putting shipping closer into the scope of the one of the first priorities. I think that is a kind of the biggest takeaway whenever you're starting a company, and then as a business that's growing, just again refining, and use ParcelPath because we'll take care of you on your any LTL stuff and your small parcel. One thing too that I think is really important about our platform, we have live support, which
Okay.
has been massive for our clients. Is just always
Sure.
having somebody that can actually could emulate your actual screen in the
Okay.
event that you get stuck, and just say, here, this is the correct NMFC code that you need, or customs questions with international shipping.
That's true. And I actually have used your live support and I did get help right away.
Did
So,
you? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't a
they're
bot.
no, they're great. It starts East Coast start of business to 6 o'clock on the West Coast. So we typically, can handle just about any question you have.
That's great. So I appreciate that, and I'm happy that I found you and can move my business forward with growing, with saving money on my shipping. So thank you.
We're happy to have you.
Thanks for being a guest and wishing you continued success.
Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.
This episode of the Power Selling Podcast is brought to you by Reeva, the AI platform that automates complex e-commerce operations with AI agents. From creating product content to managing inventory across channels and recovering value from returns, Reeva helps brands, retailers, and wholesalers scale faster with less overhead. Learn more at Reeva.ai. Wow, right? Special thanks to Tucker for being here today and for the team at ParcelPath. Keep up the good work. We're looking forward to what new rollouts that you have down the road. And meanwhile, I've got some shipping to do. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm your host, Danna Crawford, the Power Selling Mom, and you're tuning into the Power Selling Podcast. So until next time, happy online selling. Bye.